Yo, what's good? This your boy Derek Branch here, SportsView360.com, covering the New Orleans Saints today. And today I just want to talk about the ongoing situation concerning the New Orleans Saints in regards to the quarterback position. Spencer Rattler is currently the starting quarterback. And, recently, the Saints fell to the San Francisco 49ers by a score of 26-21. And with that loss, that was Rattler's eight straight, eight consecutive loss as a NFL starting quarterback dating back to last season where he lost 6 games when he was the starting quarterback. And now that has carried on to this upcoming season, this season so far, with 2 games in. And now we're heading to the third, which most likely is going to be a loss as well. I think the Saints can win it, but we'll see how it all play out because they've shown that they can hang with these teams. If it wasn't for a few, miscues here and there, drop passes, missed field goals, penalties, maybe the Saints are 2-0 right now, tied with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for control of the NFC South. And everyone, including myself, will be having a different conversation. But we're not. We're talking more about what happened last year and how it's carried on this year, despite having a totally different regime in Kellen Moore. But in regards to Spencer Rattler, a lot of people kind of discussing, they're starting to, he's playing better as a quarterback through the first two games of the season. But now people are zoning in on his win-loss record as a starter. And they feel as though the team should go with Tyler Shuck just because Tyler Shuck was taken higher than him. And Tyler Shuck was the 40th pick. Spencer Rattler wasn't, taken by this current regime. He's like a leftover from Dennis Allen's exit. So people feel as though Shuck should be starting right now based on Spencer Rattler's QB, not QB, his win-loss record. And that's a saying out there that a lot of, media folks, in the industry, league analysts, things like that the saying that goes by winning is not a QB stat. They don't consider they'll consider a quarterback's win-loss record when it comes to statistics of an NFL quarterback. And I just wonder how true is that statement? How strong is that statement? Is that just something to say when you're looking for something to fit your narrative? You know what I'm saying? In regards to Spencer Rattler, does the wins and the losses really factor into his development? I look at it both ways, man. I look at it both ways. If the Saints are losing, but Spencer Rattler is playing better, they're fighting. They're fighting for him. They're fighting for each other. He's moving the ball. The offense is he's running the offense effectively. Getting to the red zone, scoring, put up points, but they're still losing games. Why are we benching him? Why bench him if it's part of his development? But I see it both ways. I know that a win could go a long way for his confidence as an NFL starter. I know a win could go a long way for the rest of his teammates because this current crop of players, not all of them, but most of them, the new guys that were taken, I would say, since 2021 to right now, they don't even know what's winning like. They don't know what's winning Saints football is like. So, and this team has not won since they defeated the New York Giants last year, the game that Derek Carr got hurt in. So I look at it both ways. Winning when not or winning games with Spencer Rattler could do a lot for him, but that's not the only thing. That's not you should not hold that against him because as a issue into why Tyler Shook should start. You know, so far it's so good through the first two games. Can it be better? Yes. But last week against the 49ers, that was the first like significant glimpse of what Spencer Rattler can be. And maybe that's more if, Kellen Moore decides to open up the playbook for him. Maybe it'd be more if the weapons around him who are pretty talented will hold on to the football. Jawan Johnson, Chris Olave, you know, it's dirty hands everywhere. I'm not just singling out just one player. So no, I don't factor in wins as the entire thing, as all of it in regards to his development. But I believe it should be part of it. It's a part of it. It's not all of it. You know. And I saw a post online on social media saying, well, if Spencer Rattler continues to excel, continue to grow as a quarterback, as an NFL starting quarterback, but if the Saints continue to lose games, if they go 0-5, but Spencer Rattler is playing well, they need to make a change at the position and put in Tyler Shuck just to make a change because you got to change up something. So, what are you changing up? Is the team going to respond? Is the team going to respond to Tyler Shuck if they make the change? If Rattler is progressing, if he's growing, if the Saints lose the next two games by shootouts, and Rattler's putting up big numbers, why make the change? When that's other where we know where we're identifying what the issue is. Why are you making the change at quarterback? Why are you changing something just to change it? That don't make no sense. How the players in the locker room gonna feel? The veterans. You see that it's easy for us to say that. It's easy for analysts and content creators, YouTubers, bloggers. It's easy for us to say that. But these guys in the locker room on that team are trying to win games, man. They're trying to win games. And yes, I do believe the Saints will win games this season. It's going to come a time where the Saints are going to pick up a few victories, but maybe right now that's not the it's not in the cards right now. But then again, the Saints could easily be 2-0, easily be 2-0 because I don't think the team is bad as people are making out to be. The first two games prove that. Do they have issues? Absolutely. Penalties for the second straight week. Players not holding on to the football. Defense looked like it took a step back compared to last week. Maybe if you have Chase Young on the field, maybe that would have made a difference. Maybe you can rush the passer because they did a good job against Kyler Murray, who's a mobile QB and a quarterback that historically in the past they've struggled with. They did a really good job. But when it came to Mac Jones, who has no type of, you know, has none of the attributes that Kyler Murray has the same struggle. They struggle, So you gotta look at the entire situation before you consider benching Spencer Rattler. It's still too early, and plus, 8 starts is not enough. People acting like that's a lot. That's a huge sample size when it's really not. This is second year in the league, and you really, count that. Why are we, no quarterback would have succeeded in those circumstances that Spencer Rattler went through last season, where the offensive line was depleted, wide receiver coach was depleted. You had your head coach got fired, team in transition. But 90% of the quarterbacks in the NFL would have struggled in that situation. You know, so I don't factor in wins and losses as a reason why Spencer Rattler should be benched. You gotta look at the entire situation. Are you losing because of Spencer Rattler? No, they're not. They're not losing because of him. But I want to see growth every week. I'm taking this thing week by week, man. So it's just too early to tell right now, man. Too early to tell what's going on, what's going to happen. But wins, wins could go a long way for his confidence, in my opinion. An upset over Seattle will go a long way for this team, and who knows what that can do. Maybe the following week you play the Bills close, cause that can't happen. You know, it's the NFL. But we'll see how it all play out, man. But I think the whole winning is a QB stat thing. That stuff is subjective. It's subjective because it just is. A lot of people use that saying to fit their narrative. So we'll see how it all play out, man. Saints play the Seattle Seahawks this Sunday on the road, their first road trip game this season. Maybe the team plays better. Because sometimes I don't know what it is with New Orleans Saints. These last couple of years, they tend to play a lot better on the road compared to Super Bowl to being in a Superdome. Just look like it's just sometimes to me, it looks like it's just too much pressure for them to play in a crowd like that for some odd reason. But it's the NFL, so we'll see how it all play out, man. That's all I have for y'all for right now. Let me know in the comment section below. Do you feel as though the win loss record should be factored into Spencer Rattler's development? Also, check us out on Spotify, Apple, Amazon. Um, Leave a review, 5-star rating. Leave your comments. I'm out.